I'm sitting underneath the branches of this large oak tree behind me. Based on the size of the branches, how far they come out from the tree, and based on the size of the trunk, this tree has been growing for a very, very long time, and it's not the only one on this property where I am. There are a number of oak trees like this that have been untouched for a lot of years, where they've been able to grow and become big and massive and impressive and beautiful. And big trees like this they do a lot of good. I mean, they're fun to climb, and on a nice hot day, they also provide a place of shade for anybody who's tired. A place where you can be refreshed and regain your strength for getting out in the hot sun again. I'm talking about trees today, not just because it's on my mind, but because in Joshua chapter 19, as the Israelites are divvying up the parts of the promised land to all the different tribes, for the tribe of Naphtali, when they're given their particular area, and they start talking about the boundaries, they refer to one of the boundaries. It's marked by a particular tree. It says it's on this boundary is the large tree of Zaananim. Now, I don't know if that large tree is still there, and so I don't know if people are still going to find shade from it or find relief when they're tired. I don't know if you have access to large trees like this. I don't know if you have a favorite shady spot that you can go to when you're feeling physically tired, but I'm guessing that some of you are tired, and maybe physically, maybe emotionally, maybe spiritually, that you find it hard to take your next step, or you find it difficult to believe that it's going to be worth it to even try. Well, if you're tired, the Bible has some good news for you. There's a place of shade for you that you don't have to wait for. You don't have to patiently wait for the seed to turn into a large tree over decades and decades or hundreds and hundreds of years. Because the Lord is your shade. That's what it says in Psalm 121. The Lord is your shade, and he means that in the same way that the shade of a tree provides relief for those who are really tired. Psalm 121, he says, the Lord is your shade at your right hand, so close to you. And then that psalm ends with a promise that the Lord will watch over your coming and your going, both now and forevermore. He will always give you a place of rest. And that place of rest is him, who has been watching over your coming and your going since before you even knew him. And he promised that he always would. And he showed us how determined he was to keep that promise when he continued to watch over your coming and your going, with you very much on his mind, as he lived here himself in this world that sometimes makes us really tired. And as Jesus himself, the Son of God, became very, very tired, hanging on a cross, forgiving us of every sin that would keep us from God's family, and doing all that was necessary for you to know that God will always be there for you, to love you, to care for you, to remind you that you do not have to feel responsible for the outcome of your life. He's taken that responsibility onto his shoulders. The Lord is your shade. He will watch over your coming and your going, both now and forevermore. Rest well tonight, my friends.